Johannes Buhlmann, Olbendorfer Weg 70, USE 15404 D13403, Berlin 2015, 1. Oktober. Office of the United Nations, World Health Organization, WHO, Palais des Nations, CH 1211 Genève 10. 5-HT, dis hippocampal, hypothalamic, hypophysic combined, hypercortico, dysthyreoido, hippocampotropic atrophy of the brain. It est dementia precox. I like that. It est. It est is it est. Dear Madam or Sir, there is no accidental coincidence in nature, but law. This might be a pity, for lack of genuine uncertainty implies eventual obviosity, how far ever the crypt may reach. Discharging the law of creation in favor to engage conscious coincidence as a spiritual power ready to be taken in assault as a symptom of dementia precox, schizophrenia, magical thinking, literally goes back to the Garden of Eden. Sigmund Freud was the first to chase off of the clouds spirits, elemental powers, ghosts, demons as the working principle, just to be served right for benefit, but put human reception and behavior back to reality. Freud stated a neuronal structure as the one and only base of psychological and psychiatric human thinking and behavior. All mankind followed him, most in a psychological manner, some philosophers of life in a paranoid fashion. The underlying personality disorder of paranoid behavior, mistreated by psychiatric philosophers or further quacks, eventually reaching the stage of dementia precox, schizophrenia, is by no means to tell apart from mind-expanding drug abuse. Basically, the high neurotically functioning philosopher of life's theory needs an idea of definite vanishing of matter. Composed from mass and energy under the rules of thermodynamics, namely the third law, entropy, which permits transformation of rest mass to energy, but not vice versa. Light may shine in the darkness, but darkness can catch light. Uncertainty principle is not based on genuine coincidence, but is secondary below a threshold of the mass of a C60 fullerene due to a significant, with respect to the rest mass, contribution of velocity of the particle relative to any other mass of the universe to its pulse. So, measurement of both pulse and location at a time would require a universe frozen to nil Kelvin, with the proof prediction result: nil pulse at nowhere for any particle ever. Condition at Big Bang, in the beginning. Life's philosopher, neurotically functioning philosopher of life's theory needs an idea of definite vanishing of matter, while the vanished matter reappears as mystic magical force. Latest state of the paralogic art, in the fifth dimension, the triplet state of electron Tesla waves already at hand to the secret services, or 10-dimensioned, 10 exponent 250 universes in parallel, the free choice is up to your expanded mind. Here, and from what is known, we may recognize all possibilities are possible in the space of mathematics, even the impossible ones, but genuine coincidence. What a pity. A dialectic step of thinking, several feet above the ground of common sense, states a spiritual power released by the vanished matter. In the end, this power is directed by human Gehirnprinzip. Prinzip, by this means, sit, Gottfried Benn. Prinzip is a kind of imperative black box, last resort to fix contradiction of delusional conviction, geschaut, past perfect, in drug-induced expanded consciousness to pure sober reality. Schauen, present, seems to mean to see something without recognizing it cognitive, but accompanied by an emotion of faith and trust, resulting in definite conviction of a Prinzip, other definition, delusion. No neurobiological theory of delusion is known to me, nor anything like that corresponding to consciousness. Yes, known is the structural significance of dopaminergic and serotonergic neurons to keep senses working matched. In general, disbalance of dopamine or serotonin may be regarded as disorder of one link of an obviously circular chain. External influence triggers peripheral perception. Corresponding central processing leads to behavioral and hormonal changes. Changes influence external influence in first approximation to this dynamic system. Poisoning by opiates affects the endocrine link of the perception loop. So, understanding the neuroendocrine etiologic mechanism of dementia praecox, schizophrenia, a consequence of drug abuse, for the purpose of getting rid of your poor karma, even 125 years ago, mentioned by philosopher of life Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. A brief look at the hormones is sufficient. A simple system of a set of not yet counted varieties of molecules for signaling purposes with respect to organ specificity or biochemical origin, divided in an approximately known number of subsets, interacting by any mechanism imaginable in the space of cybernetics. To understand the devastating influence of mind-expanding drugs, having a brief look at the hippocampal, hypothalamic, hypophysic, adrenal, thyroid chains, sightlings in parentheses, to the restricted mind adequates. Resilience with respect to stress-induced personality disorder is improved by low basal levels of stress-induced hormones. Stress-induced hormones derived from cholesterol, mainly produced by the adrenal cortex, activate neurons of the hippocampus. Neurons of the hippocampus project to the hypothalamus, inhibiting corticotropin-releasing hormone, CRH, producing hormones, neurons. CRH is spotted in an endocrine fashion to the hypophyseal portal veins and elicits adenohypophyseal cells to release adrenocorticotropic hormone, HCTH. ACTH via bloodstream endocrine reaches the adrenal gland, acting and supporting growth of the gland, trophic action, and enhancing production and release of corticoids, tropic action. Corticoid subset glucocorticoid variety cortisol then acts on hypothalamic neurons. Above set point, serum or blood level respectively, cortisol inhibits further release of CRH to adenohypophysis,